back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. I just want to say a big welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for your support of me and support of each other, especially in the comment section. I'm just so lucky to have such beautiful supporters here on YouTube, on Instagram. So thank you guys so much for being here. And if you have found yourself here for the first time, please join us. Grab yourself a cup of tea and some snacks and we'll have a little chat because we're all friends when we gather at my table. So today's pick a card we're looking into this year, and we're asking what is next in love for you. So who is coming forward? We have 3 piles for you to choose from. Pile number 1 here with the Sante Morte Book of the Dead Tarot and the Chalcedony. Pile number 2 with the Art of Tarot and this green malachite. And pile number 3 with Brit's Third Eye Tarot and the Stone Cross. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit today. And I am going to jump right into pile number 1. Whoops. Again, today's topic is what is next in love for you? Pile 1. Hello everybody, in pile number 1, you were drawn to the beautiful, sparkly Chalcedony. My camera doesn't do it justice either. It's very pretty. Or to the Sante Morte Book of the Dead Tarot, and this is your reading. What is next in love for you? Pile number 1. Who is coming forward? What will this connection be like? What is next in love for pile 1, please? You have the 8 of Wands reversed. I feel like you're coming from a pretty frustrated place, some setbacks when it comes to love. So you may not be feeling really sort of receptive to shifts and changes. And you may be sort of ready to sort of walk away from things that are no longer serving you. And now is the time. Now is the time to detach yourself and to move forward. What is coming next in love? We have the Temperance card. So for pile 1, you may decide to spend some time alone for a little bit just to heal things, heal your heart, heal your expectations, and to sort of rebalance all of your energies. And it's a valuable time for you right this moment too, because self-love is so important, because you're dealing with a lot of heavy energy coming into this question. It's like you need new love in your life. You need something different because what you're coming from, it's no longer serving you. It's time for us to move forward. It's time for us for new beginnings. On the other side of this 5 of Cups is often a new emotional start, a new beginning for us as well. So what is next in love for pile 1, please, after this transition? 3 of Swords. And it's painful transition too, like you're leaving something pretty profound behind. Something pretty painful that took a toll out of you, and it could have taken a financial toll, even like a physical toll, and a we have a rebirth coming though. A financial toll and a physical toll, like in your health even perhaps, could have sort of taken a toll in the recent past when it comes to loving energy. But what we see here is the beautiful Sante Morte Death card. And when we leave some of that blarney behind, Spirit says we're entering into a new phase now. And the worst is behind you. That's what they want you to know. The worst is definitely behind you. And what's waiting for you is so much better than what you left behind. So much better. In fact, the 9 of Cups is like encompasses wishes and dreams and hopes. And it's like that's what you're building up for yourselves, this confidence, this ability to manifest shifts and changes. That's what you're working on. It feels like a lot of self-love coming in for you, which is a beautiful place to start. There is the 7 of Wands with the Queen of Swords, and back of the deck is the 4 of Wands with the 8 of Pentacles. So pile 1, Spirit is starting with this sort of pathway towards a launching pad for you. It's like preparing for a vacation. We have a checklist of the things you need to do in order to sort of pack and get your bags ready for this new beginning, for this trip you're on, because it's a brand new start for you. It's about holding boundaries in past situations and about leading the charge towards change. There's a certain amount of like force and dependability that you feel towards overcoming the obstacles of the past. And it's like you're ready now. You're ready to leave all of that behind. So Spirit is starting out for you, Pile 1, with this trajectory towards this gateway. And the Four of Wands, again, a gateway to something amazing, a gateway to a celebration, a gateway potentially for some of you towards commitment with time. I'm not saying it's right around the corner, but with time here. And this is what you're waiting for. I love that. Thank you, Spirit. I love that this is what you're waiting for. You are literally transitioning from something that lacks in every way and has left you wanting and left you hungry, and you're moving yourself into such a beautiful place. For some of you watching, this new energy coming forward for you will be the energy that you will commit with, that you will commit to. So this past experience, this heartbreak that you're coming from or that you've experienced in the past was a necessity to get you to this point. It's kind of like a life preserver to get you to the rescue boat. And here's the rescue boat. The Four of Wands is ushering a gateway towards celebration, towards happiness. Again, there's a sense of having to put the effort in to build through from the point of contact with a new person up to this commitment and this emotional fulfillment. Obviously, there is going to be a delay in the experience because you have to live that life. You know, you have to put all of your joy in the journey. But it's going to require just this action of release. And then the floodgates open for you. Can you tell me about what is waiting on the other side of that release, please, Spirit? What is next in love for Pile 1? What is next in love for Pile number 1? Eight of Wands. So the same Eight of Wands that is reversed, that is talking about the delays, talking about the frustrations that you felt. All of a sudden, we have this gazelle leaping into the future. We have excitement. We have someone who perhaps really likes to travel as well. We have the Naked Heart coming out with the Six of Cups. And I love this because the Six of Cups is talking about a relationship coming in for you that's truly unique and truly supportive. This energy, this person coming forward for you is truly supportive. And that's because you've manifested that, because you've put your frequency on that vibration. It's like that's what you demand. You've put up boundaries. It's like, I know what I'm owed now. I know what I'm worth. And this is, I'm not going to accept anything less. And because of that, the universe ushers in this beautiful frequency and then literally shoots in this person who is like a soulmate energy. It's like a reunion of souls. So it could start as friendship and quickly evolve into more. We have the Ace of Swords. And they want you to understand that the reason why perhaps you kind of went through this process, why you lamented some of this loss in the past and you experienced so much heartbreak, was to sort of prepare you for this, to prepare your boundaries, to prepare your expectations for the future. So they want you to sort of rest easy and rest assured that you have better days on the way if you are experiencing this right this moment, because they see a huge turnaround for you, a huge turnaround. Can you tell me about this person? What is next in love for Pile number 1, please? We have here a spiritual connection. It says a relationship that has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So what you're leaving behind is so much smaller, so much less significant than this connection that's coming in for you. And like I said, for some of you watching, this will be the person that you end up having a family with. And that's specific, it's not for everybody. But I'm just keep staring at that little round tummy and I keep thinking about this 10 of Cups encompassing everything that we want: children, family, emotional happiness. And this is someone that is sort of, you may have spent many lifetimes with this person, but it's a connection that defies logic because they come in and you feel an instant connection to them. And we have true love. This is the life. This is the love of a lifetime. A love of a lifetime. This is beautiful energy for you, pile one. I'm very excited for you. We have get to know each other. Learn to meet another's need for love. And that's why they want you to be excited about the process. They want you to be excited about the opportunity, but it's this process of putting the effort in. That's where we gain all of our wisdom, all of our happiness, all of our good moments is in the joy of the journey. That's why the Temperance card is here, to remind you to embrace this moment and to fill your experience up with it, like to enjoy the process and not to rush this along, because they want you to feel that confidence coming in. They want you to embrace it, this new foundation phase for you. And that's what they're really presenting it as, is a foundation that's leading you to the fulfillment of a cycle. This is a beautiful reading for you, pile one. What is next in love for pile number one, please? We have clean it up. As I said, a foundation phase, the 2 and a 1 equaling a 3. The clean it up card is for you. It's advice from your guides and angels about the path ahead, the immediate steps necessary to create ascension here and to create this doorway, to edge that doorway open. It encourages us to sort of go back to the drawing board and to try to balance out our energies. Anything from the past that is having a negative effect on that energy field, they want us to evaluate it and try to release all of the pain associated with the experience and just take instead along with us what we learned from that experience. And then they say they want you to just leap when this opportunity presents, when you have this reunion of souls, and they say you're going to have like an internal stirring. You're going to know when this person pops up. You're going to there's going to be that ego fear that's going to keep you sort of rooted in place, and it's going to want you to stay put. It's not going to want you to leap into this opportunity, and it's going to sort of use the arsenal of experience to your detriment. Like it's going to use it against you. The ego is going to remind you of this pain. It's going to remind you of how walls could protect you from experiences like this. But the ego doesn't understand that you're not interested in practical gains. You're interested in spiritual ascension. You're interested in emotional happiness. And so you're going to leap anyway, because the 3 and the 6 is a 9, which means you're so close. You're so close to the end of that cycle. And back of the deck says there's no place like home, but it was reversed. You may think that where you're coming from was going to be it for you. And that's why there's so much remorse over it, or loss, or this feeling of grieving over it. But that's why this house is being sort of dangled over the precipice here, because it's not where you're meant to be. It was a stepping stone. It's not where you're meant to be. You're meant to be over here. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number one. Pile number one, what can you tell me about what is next in love, about this person coming forward? Ace of Cups. Your cup runneth over. The Wheel of Fortune. You feel like you're stuck in a rut right now, and you feel like things are out beyond your control. But there is a perfect plan in place for you right now. And even the things that you've been through, and you may look at me and laugh and say, that's baloney. I would never choose that. I would never want that. You may think that that path was what was right for you, but Spirit says you're wrong. And they say it's okay. It's okay, because this is an experience. This is an education that you're in. And you feel like you're in a rut, and you feel like everything's out of control right now. But actually everything's perfectly on track. Everything's perfectly lined up, because here is that 4 of Wands. There she is right there. This is and I know not everybody subscribes to the idea of twin flame, soulmate energy, but this is very strong energy coming in. And it's the start of a new emotional cycle for you. And this feels like the cycle. Like this feels like the cycle for you that will culminate in some sort of commitment down the line, culminate in emotional happiness. Because look at the peace that comes in with this cup. And it may come in like 1 to 2 months for you too. It might come in like 1 to 2 months, so you don't have a lot of time to wait either. We have I, we have full, and my. It's like possession. It's like you're possessing. It's like possession is 1/10 of the law. That's what I just heard. We have the strawberry. We have the music. Music is a great way to, you may play guitar perhaps, but it's a great way to lift the vibration. We have the key here, the secrets that we hold within, the prisons that we find ourselves in, the emotional prisons. We are the key to open any doorway that presents to us. We have the Tangled Heart, and we have the Stegosaurus, which is talking about extinction and things that have fallen away. Also think about little boys. So maybe you dealt with an immature energy, or you have little children perhaps. We have the Hatchet, severing something that is no longer serving us. And we have Find Joy in the Journey. Again, another key. And we have the, and I love that the key here is next to the dolphin, because that's truly a key to unlocking more positive energy is laughter, play. And we have the Crown. It's like wipe your tears and straighten your crown, because you're about to be presented at court. All right, Pile 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, I would love to hear your story below in the comment section, even if you have to come back if this person shows up in your life in the next 1 to 2 months. I would love to hear about it. I would love for you to be a part of our family here. If you're not a subscriber, if you'd like to subscribe, please drop me a comment below and make sure you hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me, and I can notify you if you're chosen. I also offer a chance to win a free mini read on Instagram on a monthly basis, and I have personal readings through my Etsy account, and that link is below. But I hope that you come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hello everybody, in pile number 2, you were drawn to the green malachite, and this is your reading. What is next in love? Who is coming forward? What type of relationship are we looking at next for you, pile number 2? We have the 9 of Swords coming up first. What's next in love for pile 2, please? Page of Cups. So but it's coming out with the 10 of Swords. So what's interesting about the dynamics here of the energy coming forward is that it's like you've given up. It's like you have given up hope, but it's like right at the cusp of emotional upset is actually a new emotional cycle for you, and a new opportunity that's going to present for you when you're at the cusp of letting go and giving up. We have the Judgment card. And there's a situation in the past that is actually plaguing you. I feel like there's something that holds your energy a little bit stagnant. We have a lot of energies happening here, a little bit stagnant. But what you don't see, the spiritual truths that are coming in with that, what you don't see about that stagnancy is that there's a reason why you're being protected from that energy, because it's not meant for you. It's not aligned with your frequency. It's not aligned with your highest good, and it's time to remove yourself from that situation. It's something that you had your heart transfixed upon, though, so it is a huge emotional response, but it's like the best way to get over someone is, you know, the old saying, and this person's popping in when you need them the most. Here's the 8 of Swords. You're not 100% receptive to the new energy. You recognize the connection and you recognize the pull towards this person, but you're not 100% clear on the energy. You're not that receptive. And Spirit wants you to know that this person is like the key to your expansion. They are the key to your expansion. There's excitement about this person. They like to travel, but you're a little bit hesitant to sort of really delve into it or really allow yourself the emotional release with this person. But Spirit is here to ask you to sort of consider that. Even your higher self here, back of the deck, is approaching and coming forward and saying, we're asking you to just give this person a shot, because it could be the very key to new beginnings for you, to freedom from the prisons, the emotional prisons that you have felt from past disappointments. We have the Strength, Leo energy, and the Knight of Pentacles. This person coming in could be an earth sign, and you could be a fire sign potentially as well. You don't have to be, but there's such a strong sense of accomplishment that your guides want to bring forward, because you don't see that. You don't see the accomplishment of what you've been through and how you've overcome it, because you're like, I'm still stuck there. I'm still emotionally stuck there. But they're here to come over the top and say, you know what? Like, you may emotionally be feeling the reelings of the feelings, but like, You should be patting yourself on the back because you survived. You survived, and you've survived 100% of your worst days. You're doing an amazing job. And so that can spark some confidence in you. This person showing up is exactly what you need, though, because they're literally, it's like exactly what you need. There's a sense of determination about them. They're patient. This could be somebody that really works with the earth elements. They could have some sort of grounding type of job. So they could even work with their hands or some type of like earth element in some way. This is a practical person. This is someone who, if they say they're going to be there, they're on time. You know, if they say they're going to be there at 7 o'clock, they're going to be there at 7 o'clock. Because it's like they want to impress. They want to impress you. We have here the Magician, and we have the Chariot coming out with that Magician. The Chariot is talking about a movement, getting yourself in motion, and a movement within your own even power dynamics, and a movement within like the power within yourself. This is the type of person coming forward as well that is, they're the type that they would pick the restaurant, and they would, you know, they would make the choice for you. Like they would be the one who would take control of the situation. In instances where you didn't feel like you knew what you wanted, they would just sort of take the reins and just make a choice. Because they like to keep the ball in motion. This person likes to keep things ticking along. They're a very sort of traditional type of person, I think. We have the Knight of Swords. And there's something about their, there's something about their, almost their sense of humor that could be very sort of sarcastic in nature, but a good sense of humor, not in a negative or a bad way, but just a sarcastic type of dry humor. Yeah. Sometimes I will say this, some of their humor, sometimes it makes sort of, they might stick their foot in their mouth a little bit sometimes without thinking. But they have good intentions always, this person. This person feels sort of young in energy. When we're dealing with knights like this, we're dealing with a very sort of exuberant, youthful male energy coming in. But of course, it's all about energy. It has nothing to do with gender. We have here the Three of Swords, and we have the Eight of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, you know what's interesting about this message, because it was similar to pile number one, is that for some of you watching, this person could be your forever person coming in. We have this Three of Swords, we have the Eight of Cups, but underneath that is the Ten of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. So it's like a certain surrender to the flow here, and a patience required of us perhaps with the Knight of Pentacles, because this person likes to have their ducks in a row before they make plans. They like to have a specific plan in place, and they like to have a plan leading up to that. But there is a beautiful transitionary energy coming in about the flow of the future. This person could be someone that you can, again, really build with, build financial gains, build homes, build families. And there's the Knight of Cups. I love that. I love that. Coming in on this dolphin, it's like a hero. It's like the knight in shining armor charging in when we need them the most. That's what Spirit wants you to understand, is that they're going to show up when you need them the most, suddenly, and it feels like it's coming soon, if I'm honest. It feels like it's either already upon us or it's coming very, very soon. So if you've already met somebody who's popped up and you're like, whoa, I'm not ready for this, now is definitely not the time for me, Spirit wants you to perhaps consider this person a little bit. You tell me about their next relationship, what's coming next in love. The other beautiful nature of the reading, though, coming through that I have glossed over, that Spirit wants me to go over now, is the healing nature of this person's energy for you. The dependability of them, there's a kindness to them too. It's exactly what you need at this time to heal your energy, to heal your uncertainty, to heal the pain that you've experienced in the past too, to help you move forward from things that are no longer serving you. And they also want you to understand with the Eight of Cups is that is way behind. It's done. We have here forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. And that's what this person sort of teaches you along this new course in love, is that it's time to forgive and forget. And I feel like for some of you watching, you're looking at this thinking, there's no way I'm forgiving this situation. She is crazy. But you would be surprised at how much influence somebody's steady, calming energy can have on you. They're a good influence on you. That's what Spirit says. They're a good influence. They reignite a flame that you thought had sort of gone out. And that's why there is a hesitation, because you don't feel 100% ready, because you're still reeling from some pain from the past. But Spirit wants you to sort of charge in anyway with action here. We have here, you are limitless. You can do anything you choose. And I like this card too, because if you look inside the folds of the wing, you can see two little swans, and swans mate for life. Again, there's a sense here of longevity with this person potentially. And that was a message that was shared with pile 1, was a sense of this could be your person. Back of the deck says, act as if your partner is here, whether you have someone in your life or not. Act as if they're here so that you will always consider them. And that's the nature of this person. That's the nature of this person. This is the type of person, and I'm not saying this is for everyone, obviously, but this is the type of person that they want to like work towards getting a house before they ask you to marry them. Like they're the type of person that tries to put all of their ducks in a row. So they are already in the preparatory phase for the rest of their life. And they've been like that since they were a kid. They've been writing lists. They've been getting their homework done on time. This is the person that's dependable. And that's what you want when you're building something profound and strong and solid. Something that you can rest assured in and rest easy. What is coming next in love for pile number 2, please? What is coming forward? We have higher power. I like the higher power card. You can see the key in the crown chakra there between the third eye. And it's asking us to be aware, to be spiritually aware, to prepare ourselves in a way, kind of like with the Knight of Pentacles preparing themselves for the partner that's sure to come. It's asking you to consider healing, reflecting. It's like the Four of Swords. And because we're starting with the Nine of Swords and the Three of Swords as a back of deck energy, it really tells a tale of sadness, tells a tale of being stuck in a mindset. And so in order to kind of thwart that and get ourselves on a better sort of receiving end of energy, it's time to retreat, to reflect upon what we're leaving behind and our goals for the future. It's a rest and a healing type of energy coming in. You're in between worlds right this moment, but I do feel like this person is going to show up soon, so they want you to embrace the in-between now while you have the chance to embrace this in-between, because time waits for no one. And now is the opportunity to reflect upon the strength that we've already shown and the strength that we're showing, and to sort of shift our mindset to one of abundance that's coming for us. What is coming next in love, please, for pile number 2? Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from other people. This person might come in as a friend energy first, although it is presenting as a new emotional cycle for most. We have playfulness, so very flirty energy with this Page of Cups. Flirtatious type of person. To recapture romance, allow your youthful spirit of fun to shine. This person, and this message is just for someone specific, they may be a smidgen younger than you. Just a smidge, but their age is not a reflection of their responsibility, because they're a very responsible energy coming in. We do have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And that's bringing us right back to the Eight of Swords. Your guides and angels want you to embrace the unique qualities of this opportunity, because there is potential here. There's so much potential in you. And this situation stole your concept or your perception of your value or your worth. And that's why it's not meant for you, because it's not good enough for you. And it's time to bring in something that is good enough for you, and someone who's going to work hard, so hard that they will, it's like they want to build with you. They want to build for you, and that's what you deserve. Beautiful energy. Let's get a charm bowl for you. Pile number 2. Future in love in the bowl. What can you tell me about pile 2's person coming forward? Six of Cups. I love that. Page of Wands reversed. You're not going to feel ready for them when they show up. You may not feel ready for a relationship, and you're going to be a little indecisive about which path you want to take with this person. And And I feel like it could even have something to do with the fact that maybe they're a little bit younger, perhaps. That might kind of thwart you a bit, but Spirit says to consider this option anyway, because, you know, stopping ourselves with the Two of Swords, it's really a restricted energy. It's a protected type of energy where we're trying to protect our heart chakra, and we're not seeing things clearly if we refuse to go down this path with this person. We're really listening to the ego, because Spirit says that there is like a real soul energy, soulmate energy coming in with this person. This could start as a friend, and this person could be somebody from your past. So take that as it resonates. It's not for everyone, but this person could be someone that you went to school with and someone from your past as well, that you didn't explore that option in the past. And so now is the time. Now is the time to explore this new gateway. It is somebody too that wants to be generous with you, that will put you on a pedestal and will hold you in a very rosy light. This is a good luck charm with the ladybug. We have L and O. We have Leo charm in the bowl, so Leo energy potentially with you or this person. I do feel a very strong Leo energy to the Divine Feminine here. We have the slow handsaw, which is a slow, painful ending to something, a painful sort of recuperation too after the fact. But we have the butterfly of transformation, and that starts inside of ourselves. And the purpose of that transformation is to awaken us to our divine counterpart energy, whether it be the Divine Feminine, the Divine Masculine. It's to awaken us to the truth of who we are. We have here a penny. The penny is from 1977. It's talking about opportunities and communication. The feather, shamanic feather, is a healing charm about looking at things from a higher perspective in order to heal and going with the flow to create more healing. We have the T-Rex in the bowl. I think about extinction, and I think about little boys with the T-Rex. I also have a squirrel on a limb, putting themselves out on a limb there, and that's what you're being asked to do. It's like taking potential, even though you're fearful, even though you're not ready for it, and leaping anyway. Putting yourself on a limb for this situation. All right, Pile 2, that's what I have for you today. If this resonated with you, I would love to hear your story in the comments section, even if you have to come back to tell me about the future and love for you. If you're not a subscriber to this channel and you feel called to be, we would love to have you in our soul family here. So please subscribe and hit your notification bell, and drop me a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. And the notification bell system is very important because it helps me to, well, it is the only way that I can notify you through the comments section if you are chosen. You can check me out on Instagram and Etsy if you feel called to as well. But I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I hope you come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage. Hello everybody. In pile number 3, you were drawn to the Stone Cross or to the Brit's Third Eye Tarot, and this is your reading. What is next in love for you? Who is coming forward? What can you expect out of that relationship? Sorry if that's loud. If you're wearing earbuds, I don't want to hurt your ears. So what is next in love for pile number 3, please? What is next in love for pile number 3? We have the Moon. So you may be coming out of like a reflection phase. You may even sort of be coming out of even a divorce. And I'm saying that right now because I just saw the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So you may be sort of reeling from some big sudden changes. And so you're ready for shifts and changes. Queen of Cups. What is next in love? You have a lot to give though. You have a lot of love to give. You may even be a parent, so take that as it resonates as well. So that's probably weighing on your mind as well. That always adds another extra dynamic to the potential of the future and what lies there for us. You have the King of Wands. So you could have a fire sign coming in for you, a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. A big emphasis on the Sagittarius for some reason. We have the Judgment reversed, along with the Page of Swords. This person could be someone who is sort of an entrepreneurial type of spirit coming through here. There is a sense of you sort of maintaining a watcher position when you see this person. You're going to be really attracted to them because I feel they're very fiery, very charismatic, somebody with a lot of confidence. And because you're coming from a place perhaps with not a ton of confidence, you're going to maintain a bit of a watcher position at first when you see this person. But this is like a really good gateway for you. Four of Pentacles, but you are struggling and grappling with some insecure energy, and it's like you're in a protective mode. It's like you're cocooned yourself a little bit to protect yourself. Even the Queen of Cups here is placing that mirror in front of her heart chakra. It's like, you know, I'm paper, you're glue, whatever bounces off of me sticks to you type of energy, because she doesn't want to be hurt again. But this is an opportunity that Spirit says you should take advantage of. You should take advantage of, because they want to remind you that everything you've been through has been a learning curve. It's been a learning opportunity for you to ascend, and perhaps it's brought you to this point for a reason. We have the Knight of Wands, so very fiery energy, and this person has like I said, charisma. They're charismatic. They could like to travel. They have great ideas. They're passionate about things. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and there is destiny about this person. And I feel like they kind of show up at the perfect time for you, and it feels like it comes in suddenly. It's a turn of events in your favor. It's when you need it. You don't think that. You feel like you've got a good handle on things. But there is sometimes, though, when we're dealing and when we're reeling with some insecurity, there is sometimes this, and Brene Brown calls it an abandonment of joy, where we sort of want to beat vulnerability to the punch, and we convince ourselves that change is really scary, and we fear it so much that we don't take advantage of the opportunities, and we convince ourselves that it's just going to blow up in our face. But instead of that, Spirit says that the truth is that this could be it for you. And I love this message, to be honest, because this was a message that was kind of across the board for all three piles. It's not for everyone, but there's a sense here of taking risks that lead to the ultimate prize, you know, ultimate happiness, fulfillment, the cup that runneth over. And they're asking specifically, someone watching, they're asking specifically for you to take a chance here. For one last time, just one more time of being vulnerable. Your guides and angels are like, just one more time with this person. Even if you're terrified, even if this person is just the foxiest person you've ever seen, they want you to try anyway. One more time of being vulnerable. Back of the deck is the Page of Pentacles. Oh, Four of Wands. There's the Three of Cups reversed. You're coming from a place where there was no support. You're coming from a place where maybe you're even fearful of what people will think about you moving on too soon, because there's a sense here of you like moving away from something at a faster rate than other people maybe would choose to move. It's like there's people judging you for your actions anyway. So everyone's going to have their opinion, so let them have their opinion. There may be judgments of people thinking you're moving forward too quickly. This is your life and you're living it, you know? And if other people aren't also in this arena getting their butts kicked in this reflection phase, then they don't have a right to an opinion about the path that you take. This is an opportunity to build upon. This is the Page of Pentacles shows you sort of starting back at square one. We saw that Ten of Pentacles reversed as we were shuffling the deck. You're coming from a place where you thought there was going to be security. You've been left disappointed. And so now you may be fearful of like letting your emotions out, even though you have so much of it to give, and it's hard for you to keep it inside. Let's be honest, it's hard for you to not give into your emotions, because you're a spiritual being, you're a loving being, you're very compassionate, there's a very warm feeling to you. And so you're a magnet anyway. You can't keep these people at bay. So you might as well embrace the opportunity, and it's okay to start back at square one. It can feel like an exhausting venture, though, I understand, to think of starting back at square one, because you see where that adventure led you up to this point. But Spirit wants you, again, one more time, please, one more time, because it's like, and I want to say third time's a charm, but I don't think it's the third time, but it's like one more time, and this could be it. You're building more than what you build. You're building something different than what you built last time. It may feel like you're starting at square one, but you're building something different this time. Forget the naysayers. And some of those naysayers are inside of you. Some of those naysayers are your own negative mindset that you're talking to yourself about. But this is the opportunity for something different. You built the Ten of Pentacles, it fell down. Now you're building the Ten of Cups. But you may try to avoid another disaster by avoiding change, by this weakness, this fearing of change coming in. And so instead, Spirit is encouraging you to follow the desires of your heart, because this person feels very, attractive. They feel, not just in the physical sense, but I feel like they are, but more so just in their energy and what they can afford you. This King of Wands, they're travelers, they're movers, the Wand court family. They like to move. They like to stay focused on goals. And you will be one of those focuses. And it's like catching a moving train. It's like it's running and you need to run and catch it. This King of Wands is like moving you forward. And it's very fiery energy. Let's see if we can get some more information about this person. What can you tell me about this King of Wands, Spirit? We have the Death card. Judgment. With the Tower showing itself as well. So you're coming from a big transition. And the worst is behind you. You've come from a big transition. You're reeling from the separations or the new beginnings, and you don't want to get drawn in. You can see the moth. It's like, I refuse to get drawn in by this fiery temptation. But instead, Spirit wants you to regroup here with the Hermit. They see your energy kind of, again, that's why they're calling for the reflection, because you have your blinders on right now, and they want you to see this person. They want you to see the flame, and they're asking you to regroup, to reignite that light. You can see the Hermit kind of peering. It's hard for him to see because the sun is going down. There's no light in his lantern. And oftentimes the Hermit will showcase a light, but they want you to regroup so you can see it. And it's a new flame that's being ignited. And like every flame, we need both the elements of air and the elements of earth to keep it going, to help it thrive, to make it grow. So we need practical steps towards our goals. We need optimistic outlooks. And ultimately, Spirit is just asking for a real leap from you, pile 3. But there's so much waiting for you. What will this King of Wands bring in? King of Swords. I feel like I feel like they own a business of some kind. Very smart, intelligent person. Really great with money. And I feel like they control their own money. Like they control their own coin here. And here's the 8 of Pentacles. They put in a lot of effort to the business that they potentially are growing. It's like really focused on building up coin, but it feels like a passion pursuit. You know, it feels like something that they're good at here. We also have the 4 of Swords. And back of the deck is the Page of Swords. There could be ties to this person to sort of an educator position, but it feels like they're an entrepreneur. So they could even have some sort of, where they sort of educate people on the realm of their expertise, or there's some sort of tie to them being an educator or a student. Like they help students along, or they help students evolve in some realm. So they could have, and what I'm really seeing in my mind is like someone who has a course to offer, or that sort of, and that's not for everyone, but they could have some type of business that they run. And it does feel like a passion pursuit that they've built from the ground up as well. What is coming? We have the 6 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords as well. Again, the 2 of Swords warning us, because the 6 of Pentacles is all about giving and receiving of energy. And there's a balance issue sometimes when the 6 of Pentacles, represents here with the 2 of Swords, because you're imbalanced. You're not seeing things clearly because you're still reeling from the insecurities of the past. But this person is here to come and balance your energy. And back of the deck is the 2 of Cups. Beautiful relationship. One where there's like a meeting of minds. Very sort of somebody who compliments you very, very well. What is next in love for pile number 3, please? We have soulmates, and we just saw the 2 of Cups. I love it. And we have breathe. 29. We saw the Justice card a little earlier as well. Back of the deck is the fork in the road. And I like that because we have the 4 of Wands, which is like this natural gateway towards more. And you know, every single gateway that opens up to us, there's an uncertainty on the other side of it. So we sometimes hesitate. And it's this particular card, the breathe card, is encouraging us to surrender to surrender to the flow, to surrender to this opportunity, to surrender to this fork in the road that is meant to lead us on a new course, meant to sort of close a chapter in our life, a difficult chapter, but one filled with education, one filled with wisdom for us, and to open up a new opportunity. And you may again feel discouraged by this concept of starting back at square one, but Spirit says that there's a disservice that we give to ourselves and to other people when we tell the world and ourselves that we have to have one clear path for the rest of our life. That's why the Temperance always features that winding road, because life is not supposed to be as the crow flies. We're supposed to go on this winding course. These detours are meant for us. Where you're coming from is painful, but Spirit says you gained a lot. And you maybe couldn't have made it to this point, this fork in the road, without taking that particular road. And so sometimes we have to take the road less traveled in order to get to the road that we want to get on. Next in the pile number 3, please. We have here forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to a past disappointment. This card showed up in pile 2 as well. And you can see that hermit that we were talking about where there was no light. There's the candle all lit up. It's like reigniting a flame. And we have, because you focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. And that's what this person helps you do. It helps you to open up your eyes to forgiveness. And the forgiveness is for yourself to move forward. You can see she's staring down the dragon here. It's like the divine masculine energy or the ego staring back at us. Back of the deck says you are limitless. And I like this because this showed up in pile 2 as well. And there's this energy of the swans here in the crux of this unicorn, in the arm of the unicorn. And swans mate for life. And like I said, this could be a pathway to longevity or commitments for some as well. What is next in love for pile number 3, please? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond will deepen. This doesn't feel like someone from your past. It feels like a brand new person coming in. And you won't commit right away. And you won't feel comfortable committing right away. And you're going to, again, start at square one, and you're going to go inch by inch, mile by mile with this person. And the more that you know them, the more you're going to love them. And vice versa. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and they will be worth exploring. And that's why Spirit is really encouraging that leap for you. I always say that they're not going to force you into these connections. And of course they won't, but they are nudging you. They're giving you a little push. And you know, my grandma used to say that when God wants something, he pushes. He doesn't just inch us. He shoves us in that direction. We do have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings coming in for you. Beautiful, beautiful energy for you, pile 3. Let's get a charm bowl. Charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. What is next in love? Can you tell me about this person coming forward? Knight of Cups. This person, there's something, and there's something about this person that I don't know if they're sarcastic or because the Knight of Cups is reversed, which can talk about someone who is a little bit, I don't want to say like, it's like this person can come across as really charming, but when the Knight of Cups is reversed, that sometimes speaks to me about someone who can be a little bit immature with their humor, or, you know, like they like toilet humor or something like that, like immature with their humor in a way. But what I love about this spread in your bowl here is the Two of Cups and the Star energy, because this energy, this new relationship is ushering in healing for you, which you desperately need. And it's going to sort of restore your focus on where you're coming from as well. There is a sense of forgiveness coming in because you feel like you wasted time or wasted potential somewhere. Feel like you wasted your time. And this brings in a healing energy of like, nothing's really wasted. It's all an experience that led me to this point. So there's a gratitude that comes in on the other side of that, of recognizing that without what I went through, I wouldn't be here with this person. But there is something about this person's humor. I don't know if why humor is coming out in the bowl, but about their humor being a little immature. So take that as it resonates. We have Princess. We have here 10 of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Swords. And we have the King of Pentacles. This is the type of person coming forward for you, pile 2, that is going to bear the brunt of a lot of responsibilities, including like stresses and insecurities. It's like if things are going wrong, they're going to really hold it on their own shoulders. It could be a person of faith too. We have the praying hands, F, J, W, and J. What would Jesus do? I heard in the bowl. We have live, laugh, and love as well. That's sort of an encouragement from Spirit on how to embody the present moment. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that resonated with you, and if it did, I would love to hear your story below in the comment section. Even if you have to come back to tell me about this person in the future, I would love to hear your story below. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing, and please drop me a comment below. If you're not a subscriber, we would love to have you as a part of our beautiful soul family, so please consider subscribing and dropping me a comment so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check me out on Instagram for a chance to win a free mini read on a monthly basis. I just wrapped one up, but I will be posting again soon. And you can also check me out on Etsy for a personal reading, and that link is below. But I hope that you come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day.